it's Megan. It's Saturday morning and I am getting ready with you guys today. I have this really cute headband that I just got from Marshall's, Home Goods last night. They're next to each other, so I always get confused. But Home Goods had this and it's a little too small for my ginormous head, which I inherited from my dad, so thanks, Dad. But it's staying on my head pretty well so far, so if it starts to slip off, it's my giant head. So today I'm going to use a lot of awesome new products that I've acquired. They're not new to like the beauty world, but they're new to me. I have 3 products from Kevyn Aucoin that I got sent through Octoly, and I'm so excited to use them with you guys. I've been trying them out this week and can't wait to share my thoughts. I also have the original Patrickstarrr and MAC quad. Whew! This is a good one. I can't even get my words out because I'm so excited. And I want to use the Physicians Formula Healthy Wear Foundation with you guys. I don't think I've tried it with you on this channel, and I've only used it like twice so far. I got this from Marshall's too. It's like a tall makeup organizer. It was $10. So I'm loving that. It's organizing my stuff better. And yeah, just like some other stuff that I decide to use. I might use this ColourPop, the Prowlin shade as my highlighter today. I've been loving that as a highlight. So yeah, we're just gonna play around with some new makeup and I'm really excited. So first is this Kevyn Aucoin Neo-Elixer Weightless Beauty Oil, and as you can see, it has 3 layers or 3 phases, and so you have to shake it up really well to incorporate all of the layers. And to be honest, I don't know what the different layers do. I don't know what that's all about. But it's a primer and hydrator and glow enhancing product. So a tip that my subscriber and friend Liz told me is not to twist on this cap too tightly, because she had 2 bottles of this because it's glass. If you twist it too tightly, it breaks because it's not very sturdy glass. So I wouldn't travel with this and I wouldn't twist it too hard, but you just get a little bit. This is going to be just like those Instagram people, because I actually do like just drip it onto my face like one of those people, and then I just blend it in. And usually I don't apply moisturizer when I use this because I was realizing it was too much for my skin, because this is a hydrating oil. Even though it's weightless on your skin, it really hydrates. So I just like to blend it in like I would any other oil, and it smells good. It's like faintly floral, but I like this best as like a primer step, like a moisturizing primer. And on the box it says, pro tip, add a drop of oil to any foundation to create a dewy finish. And I've tried that and I honestly don't love it for that. I don't find that it does anything bad to my foundation, but I like it better applied to my face first. And then this also says, take a drop of oil and tap the oil on the cheekbones to create a glossy editorial look. When I used it in that way, I really didn't get a shine on my skin, because you will see that this really sinks into your skin, which is nice because it doesn't feel like you have any extra product on your skin. But when you put it on top of your makeup, it looks really beautiful and glossy at first, but then as it like absorbs and dries down, you don't really get to keep that glossy look. At least that's what I've experienced. So I like it best as basically a priming moisturizer. So I'm going to let this sink on my skin as I'm doing my eye makeup, because that's what I always do for my steps. But then you can see kind of how my skin absorbs it, and it doesn't stay as glowy, but it still gives a nice shine to my skin, but not glittery. So I'm still using the Milani eye primer. I've kind of noticed, and I should do this today because I always forget, if I apply it on a brush and then onto my eye, I think it works better. And I think that's because I use more of it. Like, I'm still barely using any. Let me see. So that's like how much I'll apply it onto one eye. And that's how much I was applying, like putting on my finger, blending it, and putting it on both eyes. So I think I just wasn't using enough or something, or not thoroughly distributing it onto my eyelid. I don't know. So this has been working a little bit better for me. And one of you guys asked if it was the ColourPop eyeshadows that, like, with this primer it just doesn't really work, and I was honestly having this creasing problem before I got the ColourPops, but definitely after I got the ColourPops it was worse. And like I said, I've been really loving this Patrickstarrr Glam AF palette, which I love that name, and I haven't been having these problems with the creasing, but I've been doing the extra eye primer with the brush, and yeah, so I don't know like really what it is. I'll have to use the ColourPops more with this technique and just see, but that was a good suggestion, and I don't think it's the ColourPops, but it might be. So I haven't been using like a cream shadow or anything on top. I've just been going straight into this palette. So this is from the first Patrickstarrr collection with MAC, and I guess his first collection was so popular that now he has another one, and they're more like purpley tones, which I really like. But I was intrigued by this palette when I first saw it like a year ago or 6 months ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. I love the name and I love the combination of colors because you have like a matte like brow bone or skin tone shade for my skin tone. You have a shimmery lid color. You have like a crease color and a like defining liner color. This is honestly the perfect palette. So I've been liking to take this latest shade, which does it say what? Yes, it does. Brulee. And I've been putting it more like in my upper crease and brow bone area, and sometimes at the end of the look I'll take this again and just blend it out. But I purchased this palette at Nordstrom because it was 50% off, and I hope that it's still 50% off when this video goes up tomorrow, because I think it was around like $19. That's an amazing price for really high quality eyeshadows, and MAC shadows are some of my absolute favorites. So I'm really happy about this. In a perfect world, there would be a lighter crease color like Kid, which is this shade. So if you just like added that in, and maybe like a shimmery inner corner color like this one, it would be the absolute perfect palette. But I don't mind carrying around 2 palettes if I'm traveling, like 2 small palettes. So then I'll go straight on to my lid color usually. So I've been using this for work, so I haven't been doing like crazy looks or anything. So this is like an everyday look, and I love this shade. It's called Oh My God, and it's spelled like crazily. Oh, and I forgot to show you the outer packaging. It's amazing. It is so holographic, beautiful, and I don't even watch Patrickstarrr, but I would love to keep this box and just display it because I think it's so pretty. But yeah, so then I just take this Oh My God, which is a like more rosy toned champagne color, and it is a satin, so it's not like super metallic or anything, but it gives a really pretty like shine to your lids without being super crazy, which I think is nice for work, even though at my work they don't really care what you wear, what you do, but trying to keep it a little low-key since I've only been there for like a month. So then I take Saddle, which also I like that 3 of these shades are permanent. So we have Embark, Saddle, and Brulee, which are all permanent, and then Oh My God is the limited edition one. I understand if you already have those shades that you wouldn't want this palette, but I don't have any of those shades. I might have Brulee. I might. But even still, it's perfect in this combination. So I just take a little of Saddle because it's very pigmented, and I just work it into my crease. And I haven't really tried other looks with this, but I think Saddle would be an amazing all over like one shadow look. Kind of like, what is that one? Swiss Chocolate? Not Swiss Chocolate, that other one that looks like that from MAC that I love to do for a really warm one shadow look. This would be like a lighter version of that. So if you have Saddle, I think that'd be really pretty. And this is a matte. So all the permanent shades in this palette are matte, and then Oh My God is satin. And they just blend so well. I was really impressed with the pigmentation and the blendability of these shadows, because I've purchased only a few of MAC's like put together palettes, and the quality was always less than their normal eyeshadows, like the singles. So I was kind of nervous to get this, but the reviews were really awesome, and since this came out a while ago, there was tons of reviews, and they were all really, really convincing for me to get it, especially knowing that I would use these shades and use it primarily for like an everyday or a travel eyeshadow palette. And yeah, I just love them. I think it works really, really nicely. And when I was doing my eyeshadow rediscovering what I own video, I think people were surprised how few palettes I have, and I really don't buy palettes. Like, that's not enticing to me. Even though I love eyeshadow, I don't like palettes because I never use all those shades, and I don't know, I would prefer to pick my own shades, even if it adds up to be more expensive, because I know I'll use all of them. So that's why I just never buy palettes, but I thought this was a really, really nice one. And then the last color I use is the last color in the palette, duh. It's Embark, which is like a plummy brown. It's so pretty, and I've been using it on this Real Techniques accent brush and using it as liner. And I haven't used powder as liner in a long time, but I really, really love the effect of it because it's so much softer and still defining. So I really love this palette. Like, I'm so impressed by it and so happy that I picked it up, even though I'm trying not to bring in like eyeshadows and color products into my collection because I have so much already. But this is one that I'll really use, and I can already tell will be one of my go-to palettes, which is really exciting. So yeah, I just kind of smudge this on, and it's like a lighter shadowy type of a look instead of like a strict line like you would get with a liquid liner, which is what I usually use. And you could put liquid liner or pencil liner on top of this or under this, but I've just been using it by itself, especially for in the mornings when I'm rushing, because I haven't been able to wake up earlier lately because I'm lazy and I love sleep. So once I hopefully do wake up a little earlier, maybe I'll do more interesting looks. But for now, it's pretty much just the same look every day, which I am fine with because I really love how it looks. And last night, as I was watching the Great British Bake Off, I put away like all my clothes. Like, I should have closed my closet doors before this video, but kind of can't close them. There's too much stuff in there, so I need to go through them. But I put it all away and hung it up on the outside of the closet, but I need to go through my whole closet. And I have a box of huggable hangers that I purchased when Bon-Ton was going out of business for a really great price, for I think it's 50 of them. So I still need to take down all my stuff and put it back up with those huggable hangers, especially like my dresses and like nice shirts. So I need to do that this weekend, but it's in process. So that's pretty much it. I don't really do anything else with my eye makeup, at least not as I've been using this palette. So that is that. Then you can still see that I have a shine to my skin, but like you can hardly feel anything on your face. It's so, so nice. But I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and this is in the shade LC1. And the only thing I don't like about this is it has this giant doe foot. And if you were to be using this on someone else, I would never apply this straight to your face. And if I'm like breaking out and stuff, I wouldn't apply this thing straight to my face, but my skin's been, knock on wood, pretty good lately. And I'm gonna try it with this Real Techniques sculpting brush because I really do like this brush for foundation. And I don't know if I've tried this foundation with this brush. So, this is more of like a natural and glowy foundation. Like I said, I've only tried it like twice, I think. and because I was trying to use up my L'Oreal Pro Glow, and I just used that up yesterday. I was really happy to use that up. Not that I don't like it, but I was really just over it because it is so matte that it's not really the look that I am going for right now. Like, even when I use my Estee Lauder Double Wear, I still feel like I have like this nice like natural look to my skin. With Pro Matte, I feel very matte, and thankfully this Kevyn Aucoin oil does bring life to your skin even if you're wearing a more matte foundation. But I don't know, I was just really happy to use it up and be done with it for now. So probably one I would repurchase, but really am loving the Estee Lauder Double Wear for like a long wearing foundation like I reached for the Pro Matte for. But I just love this foundation. I think it's so pretty, and even without the Kevyn Aucoin, it gives this beautiful natural glow to your skin, and it's just a really good one, you guys. Like, I'm really happy with it, and I want to use it some more as it gets warmer and stuff. Today it's raining all day, and my mom and I have massages this afternoon, so all this makeup is just gonna get rubbed away as they do the face massage, but before then I would love to look put together and nice. So yeah, I just love the finish of this foundation, especially with the oil. It definitely is giving it a really nice glossy look without being like super shiny, which I love. I love a glow, so this is giving it to me, and I'm loving it so much. Okay, I forgot, usually I do concealer first, but I forgot. So I'm gonna do my NYX HD, no, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I used this yesterday and really liked it. The Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer in Ivory, which is this shade. I really do, it's like I go in and out of this concealer. I really like it, and then I like forget about it, and then I really like it, and then I forget about it. But I do think it's pretty nice. Like, it kind of counteracts the blueness under my eyes. It doesn't give a ton of coverage. You could almost use this as like the first step of your concealer and then put something on top of it if you wanted like a more full coverage. And I honestly am, you guys, tempted by the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't been tempted by the Tarte Shape Tape, and everyone's been talking about it for like a year, and now all of a sudden I'm like, I really want to try it. Like, it's just out of nowhere. I guess not out of nowhere because I've been having concealer issues, and everyone just talks so highly about it, and I don't know. I feel like it's a good one to try because so many different skin types use it and love it. And I think I'm just going to try it. So if you use Tarte Shape Tape, let me know. I like a more natural look, but I want to cover the blueness under my eyes. I don't know. I get like conflicted because when I use my NARS Matte Creamy Concealer, or what is this called? Soft Matte Complete Concealer, it's very full coverage. I feel like I look like a ghost when I use this concealer because it's so light under my eyes, but it's because it's a brightening shade. Like, it's not my exact skin tone. So if I were to try the Tarte Shape Tape, which is high coverage, I would need the shade that like matches my skin tone like perfectly, not like a brightening shade or anything, because I think that will end up being like this, how I don't like it, because it's so full coverage but like white and like too bright for me. But I love that Tarte Shape Tape has such a huge shade range, because like literally the fairest of fair and the darkest of dark can find something in there, and that's incredible. But then finding your exact shade with such a big range is sometimes hard because there's so many to choose from. But let me know your thoughts on Shape Tape for under the eyes, because that's the only place I use concealer. But yeah, so my camera cut off as I was doing my eyebrows, so I'm kind of backtracking. But I have been using the Anastasia Brow Definer, which is the triangle shaped, and I only have this much left, so I've been trying to use this up, even though I don't want to use it up because I love it so much. But I have 5 other brow pencils right now, which is insane. Like, I don't even get how that happened, but yeah, I just am trying to use that up, even though I will definitely repurchase when I use up all the other ones. Okay, let's do mascara. Just to do that, I still am using the Total Temptation by Maybelline, and I'm still liking it, but not obsessed with it as much as I thought I might be, and I'm really excited to try the lash. There's someone at our house. Oh yeah, we're getting our windows cleaned. Oh my god, I get so scared when people knock on our door, like literally terrified. I never answer the door ever. But yeah, so I'm really excited to try the Lash Sensational by Maybelline, which I'm not gonna open until probably this one is almost, oh, I got mascara up there. That happens to me almost every day, that I like flinch when I'm doing my mascara, or I sneeze. That's the worst, when you're pretty much done with your makeup and then you sneeze when your mascara is still wet, and then it like ruins everything. But you just take a dry Q-tip once the mascara is dried, and then you'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm excited to try the Lash Sensational and compare it to this. And it's not that this is bad by any means. I don't know. I just don't love it as much. I think I don't love the brush. I wish the bristles were a little closer together, so then I didn't get as much of spider eyelashes. Like, I love the voluminous, because the brush is pretty, like the spaces are pretty close together, so you get more of a fluttery look. This is more of a spidery kind of a look, which I don't hate, but I'm not in love with per se. So yeah, it's good, but not one that I'm gonna like repurchase every single time or anything. Okay, you can still see this beautiful glow. I love it. For highlight, I think I will do the Prowlin shade from ColourPop, which is this light purple. Oh my god, it is so cool and so gorgeous, and these shadows really are something special. I really just love them, and it doesn't look like too purple on the skin, which is why I love it. It just gives you this like interesting purpley gold glow. I'm trying not to get it in the green that's next to it, but I've been wanting a like lavender highlighter, but I don't know, I just didn't want to commit to a full size, and since I bought this eyeshadow anyway, I was like, try it as a highlighter, and I really like it. So I'm going to use that, and then one of the other Kevyn Aucoin products is the sculpting powder, which I've always wanted to try. This is in the shade Light, and there's a light shade and a deep shade. And I think this shade is perfect for fair skin. So I'm going to use the contour brush by Real Techniques and just get a little bit on here. And this is very nice because you don't get a ton on your brush. So you start with like a little amount because it's more firmly packed, so it doesn't just get all over your brush and make you apply too much. And then I just kind of apply like a little bit up here, but mostly at my cheekbones, and I try to look straight into my mirror as I'm doing it so I can see kind of the shadowing that it's creating. And so I try to go from like my ear down a little bit, and I really like this. It's not something that I would do on an everyday basis by any means, but if I'm going to like a night out or a special occasion or something, I really do like the results of this because it's not too cool tone, it's not too warm, it's not too dark, which I find hard for my really fair skin. It's not like super obvious, but I do like to take another brush, maybe my foundation brush even, or a bare brush like this, and just blend underneath it so it doesn't look like a line. Like, I don't want it to be obvious, and that's the beauty of this product, is that it's very subtle, because it is right for fair skin. So I really like how it adds definition to my face, and I just feel more like fancy when I'm wearing it. So that has been really awesome to try, and it's such a cult product that I just love that I got to try it. Thank you to Kevyn Aucoin, and I love his bronzer, so that's why I'm so excited to use that. And then for blush, I've just really been using my NARS Deep Throat blush, trying to use this one up and enjoy it for this summer, spring and summer, before it all gets finished, because it probably will get used up officially this year. And then I'll have to buy a new one for next year because it's literally the perfect peachy pink. Like, I've never found anything more beautiful than this for the summer, and so I just love it. And then finally, to tie in the lavender highlight, I have this Kevyn Aucoin Molten Lip Color in Violet Quartz. Just look at this. It looks like a unicorn. Like, it is incredible. So these are, there's a whole line of them, and they're like shade shifting glittery lip colors. They are so cool, and this color just really spoke to me. So the applicator is pretty neat. It's kind of like a doe foot, but then this one part is kind of cut off, so it hugs your lips, and they're so pigmented. I was shook by how pigmented they are. And then you can sheer it out by like blending your lips together. You can do all over like this, or just use them as like a lip, like in the center of your lips. And I have like some sort of black dot on my face. But I love this applicator because there's a point, so you can get around your lip line really nicely and just like spread it. But it is so cool. And even though it's glitter, you don't really feel the glitter pieces. Like, you do a little bit, but not as much as I would have thought. And I just think it looks so cool. Oh my god. And it's not too purpley. Like, if you really apply it like thick, you can make it super purple, but by shearing it out, I think that it is still like everyday appropriate, even if you're not like a really extreme makeup wearer. I think this could just look so pretty, especially if it was actually sunny. It would be so sparkly and glorious on your lips. So, loving all of these Kevyn Aucoin products to give me a glow, to contour my face, and to add some pizzazz to my lips. And then this Patrickstarrr Glam AF palette is such a hit for me. It is 10 out of 10 amazing, and I will link it below at Nordstrom where you can get it for 50% off, and I pray that it is still on that sale because I want you guys to pick it up if you really love it too. So that is my new products and kind of my current look that I've been doing, and I'm just testing out some different stuff with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.